It's a fact that women often pay more than men for things like razors and haircuts, but you may be surprised to learn that on average, prices are 7% higher for women on hundreds of items. The only difference? The packaging. Financial professional Brian Pearson from IHC Financial Group here to tell us how women can avoid paying what's called the pink tax.
Right.
So how can we avoid paying this pink tax?
Well, it's kind of interesting, Jenny, because over the course of a woman's life, from baby clothes to canes, many items are, even though the packaging is different, you'll notice that there's a considerable difference in the cost. In fact, a report that received a lot of notoriety about a week ago from the New York City Department of Consumer Affairs actually looked at over 800 different items, and the findings were that even though they were identical items, men paid less than women, all because of the packaging.
And I get that, because my husband and I argue about I'll pay extra because I think they spent time. I know it's silly. It's absolutely silly. But we're drawn to that. It's our eyes.
Right. You know, a major retailer that we're all familiar with, for example, recently they had a red scooter for boys priced at $24.99. The identical scooter, pink scooter, available for girls, $49.99.
Oh,
it's almost double. And that's just a typical example, from toys to hair care, for example. Well, obviously, women will pay more for haircuts,
sure,
you know,
sure. And other things.
But shampoo, conditioner, a lot of people don't realize men, women, shampoo, conditioner, identical ingredients, but yet because of the pretty bottles, you know.
But we have more hair. I'm just kidding. No, that's interesting. So you mentioned toys. What other toys?
Well, there's a lot of toys, clothes, hair care, deodorant actually is another example where you'll notice, and again, findings from the report indicate that when looking at deodorant, the size is actually different. Men, for the same price, will get more deodorant than women.
Well, that's not fair.
Sure.
And that's not fair.
Mortgages, another example. Mortgages, women typically pay about 0.4% more on a mortgage.
Okay, this is where I stopped liking the report here. Well, that really is not fair. So what can we do? Well,
for example, going back to the mortgages, what the report finds is that women will typically get involved in a financial situation, mortgage, by recommendation. Friends that maybe pass along a referral, that's who they'll do business with, whereas the men typically are known to actually get online, do some comparison shopping, and try to find the best deal. Relationships, not so important.
Pearson, eye-opening study. Wow, the scooter one is really eye-opening, the pink and the red. Maybe it's the color, though.
Well, it could be. It could be. The packaging is really what sets everything apart, and men's products are typically looked at as maybe generic, you know, unisex, whereas the women's, on the other hand, because of the nicer packaging, it must be better quality, more specific for use, and people are obviously willing to pay more for it.
Oh, okay. Well, Brian, thank you so much for telling us all about that. And if you would like to find out more about this pink tax, we have a link to that study. Just go over to KVUE.com.